saying stop trying to think from a dysregulated nervous system, thinking that your next move gonna ruin your whole life, as if your mistakes has enough authority to override my will for your life, because my will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. God said, just like that river that's calm and going slow in the same direction, even your mistakes, when I know you're seeking me and you're intentionally trying to live by my will, even your mistakes, we still going in the same direction. So you can take off some anxiety and you can stop being anxious about everything. A lot of times we so arrogant thinking that our mistakes has enough to override God's plan for our life. A lot of times we always conflicting ourselves saying, I know I'm not perfect, this, that, and the third. But when it comes to a moment where you got to make a big decision, you start hyperventilating on things thinking, oh, if I don't make the right move. No, a lot of us spent half of our life, more than half of our life living in the world, and God still kept us. So we don't think that God's still going to keep us when he know we intentionally trying to seek him, but we may make a mistake. You don't think what kind of God do we think we serve that when we intentionally trying to live by him, he's still not going to give us grace? Paul said, I begged him 3 times to take it away, and now he said was my grace is sufficient. His grace is sufficient for your mistakes. It's not designed for you to do everything perfectly, because it's designed for you to be able to be dependent on him. That's why we got the thorns in our flesh, because we need to be able to be dependent on him at all times so we won't become arrogant. Because if you made everything right, if you made every right decision, you would be so arrogant and you would be real powerful, and then God would have to humble us, because we know can't nobody humble you like God, and he's a very jealous God. So if you've been stuck in a situation feeling like, I don't know what to do, I'm just waiting on God because he told me to be still, this is your confirmation to make a move, but make it out of wisdom. Don't make it from a dysregulated nervous system like, oh, this is going to be the end. No, move forward in confidence, knowing what God you serve, because you are going to be okay. His grace is sufficient for you. If you think you're going to go through the rest of your life not making no mistakes, you sadly mistaken, and you're going to have more anxiety trying to get everything perfect than you is trying to actually accomplish his will in your life, because you worried about not getting it wrong. And God said a righteous man may fall 7 times and rise again. Amen, 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 amen.